Eagle Scout, age 15. Those words were on the resume when I went to my first job interview in high school. It was a short resume. I hadn't done a lot. I was in some activities at school. I was in the band. I turned out for track. I was an acolyte at the church where my family attended. But it was a short resume. But at the bottom it said, Eagle Scout, age 15. And I remember when I sat down in the personnel department of this company, and the person I was sitting there with commented on the fact that I was an Eagle Scout. It was important. It was important then, and it's important now. All these years later, I have a resume. Looking at it here, it's many pages long now. And at the end of this resume, all these years later, when it talks about all the various accomplishments over my career, it says Eagle Scout, age 15. Much of what I've been able to accomplish in my career has been as a result of the leadership skills I developed in scouting. I watched the older scouts. I listened to what they told me. I watched the scouters. I listened to what they told me. I went to leadership training as a young scout in Seattle. Eventually I went on to leadership training at Philmont Scout Ranch in New Mexico. I rose to the rank of Eagle Scout quite young, but I also took on leadership roles in my troop as senior patrol leader and senior patrol leader of the local World Jamboree troop. Later I went on to be a part of the Report to the Nation, representing the World Jamboree. All these leadership experiences were important then, and they're important now. Some years ago, I was asked to speak at a national gathering of managers of a large corporation, global company, and I talked about the things that I had experienced in leadership, rising to the point of an executive role in a global company, leading a team spread out across the world. And in the Q&A at the end of this, somebody said, what do you really think has been a major contributor to your success? And I said, the skills I learned in scouting. People came up to me afterwards and commented on that. But it's really true. Leadership is important. Things I learned as a scout, leading by example, being respectful, helping other people be successful so that I would be successful, praising people publicly and providing guidance privately. These are all things I learned many years ago as a young scout, and they served me throughout my entire career. Some years ago, I was able to help stage an event for the Chief of Naval Operations in Seattle. And it was a very interesting experience. And it reminded me of the things that I had experienced during my career, not being in the military, but being around a lot of people who were in the military. There's a tradition in the military to provide a coin for senior officers, and they give these coins to people on occasion. And at the end of this particular visit that the Chief of Naval Operations made to Seattle, when he was getting ready to get into his car with his aide and his driver and all of his security, he reached out to shake my hand. And when he pulled his hand back, he had left in my palm his coin. It says United States Navy, Chief of Naval Operations. On the other side it has his name, presented by Admiral Jonathan Grinnard. I've kept that coin now for many years, and I have others from other flag officers I've met during my career. Scouting has a coin too. And I've kept this coin in my pocket every day for probably 40 years. Whether I'm wearing a suit or a pair of jeans, this coin is always with me. On one side, it's the Scout Oath. On the other side, it's the Scout Law. Words to live by.